The Piscean age, which was symbolized by the fish, which is why the Christian church to this day uses the symbol of the fish. The Piscean age was the age of suffering, was the age of learning through sacrifice. Jesus on the cross, the sacrifice. Something has to die, something has to be sacrificed. Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac, which is the collective unconscious. So we were learning as a mass group in the collective unconscious. The age of Aquarius is about just the opposite. It's about the individual. Jung called it individuation. The Aquarian age is when you rise up out of the pool of the collective unconscious and become born as your individuated self. And how do you do that successfully? It's the great secret of all the saints and masters that have been the great saints and masters. And there's been many women too, but Jesus and Buddha, if you look at any of the great saints and masters of the past, they were very balanced male-female. They were very androgynous. It's because they had the internal alchemical marriage of their male-female from within. And so tonight I wanted to jump right in with bringing into manifestation the aspect of the electrical and the magnetic energy in more scientific terms of the yin-yang, of the male-female. Because to come into your full empowerment, it's not you as if you're a female, just manifesting female energy, or you as a male manifesting male energy. That's why all of a sudden there's this wonderful awakening, and it's not really an awakening, it's men are finally being given permission to feel. I think there's been a really unfair thing on men for 2,000 years, that men are supposed to provide, men are supposed to be stoic, men are not supposed to show emotion, not supposed to cry, they have to support and they have to be this certain masculine role, which of course when you're not allowed to feel leads to a lot of the negative things that have happened, of control and abuse and the different, you know, we always, a lot of people, you know, we tend to think of men and we think of, you know, women get afraid. It's like this terrifying kind of aspect of the male energy. And again, when I'm speaking about male and female aspects, the inner psyche of a male is female, the inner psyche of a female is male. So I'm not even really talking as much about gender. But it's the same thing with the feminine. The feminine is not good by itself, and it's in the form we've had it. It's being needing. We've been seen as needed to be rescued, or waiting for the white knight, or this very passive role, or that we are the ones that are intuitive. We are the ones that deal with the emotions and the children. So there's an exciting kind of awakening that's been happening for the last 20, 30 years. It started in the 60s of people going, hey, I don't care what gender I am, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to grow my hair long, I'm going to take care of the kids, my wife can go to work, I'm going to, or women becoming presidents of companies, women preaching in the pulpits, women becoming ordained ministers. There's an incredible, neat movement going on that is just going to continue, where it's not about what color you are, what gender you are. It's about what country you're from. We are universal souls that are here on earth, and for there to be peace on earth and peace within ourselves, we need to start thinking about ourselves as members of one energy, one life force, at one with the earth. The more we think about ourselves as I'm an American, I'm, you know, or I'm a Jew, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Buddhist, there's separation, there's fear, there's lack of unity. So we're in a time of unification. It sounds like a paradox. So I was just talking before about how the Piscean age was the collective unconscious and the mass mind, and now we're in this Aquarian age of individuation. But the real key to you being your unique individualized self is to know that you were created as a unique being. It's the most amazing thing when you think about no two snowflakes are alike, no two raindrops are alike, no two little birds are like, everything is unique and different. Think how much even more you as a manifestation of the cosmos, of the union of the Divine Mother, Divine Father, are unique. And it's that, and when you're truly unique though, you don't have to hide behind, well, I'm president of this company, or I make so much money, or I do this, or these outward forms of what we've always thought of as our identity. Your true identity is your uniqueness. And the quickest path I've discovered to bringing forth that individualized self is to really acknowledging that we are both male and female. That if you, and how you feel about men and women in general is what you're going to manifest as far as friends, relationships in the outer world. And what we've been taught to do is, even in the New Age movement, even in the metaphysical, there's a big emphasis on finding your soulmate. How do you find your soulmate? And I will tell you, if you want to find your true soulmate is within yourself. The other half you're looking for is that inner union of the male-female within. And if you keep looking for this other part of yourself out here, you will keep finding people who are also looking for the answer outside. And so you'll keep attracting relationships that are dysfunctional, codependent. They may get better and better, but what I have found is the more whole you can become from within, the more you can love yourself unconditionally and not look for somebody to love you in that way, but the more that you can love yourself in that way. And the more you fill up with your, and I don't mean in a narcissistic, self-centered way, but the more you become full of your real self, your real, the beautiful ego of the divine creation that you are. I discovered this a few years ago because of my abilities. I had to learn to be accepted in social situations. Or actually, I've never worried about what people thought about me as far as my abilities, because I'm a lucky person. I didn't die and been reborn and had to do a new life. Like, read a lot of books and people have these dramatic experiences and they get hit in the head and they're psychic. I was born like this. And so from the time I was very small, it didn't seem odd or unusual to me. And then when I went to school and went other places and found out not everybody saw colors or knew everybody's names or knew what was going on and intimate details in other people's homes and didn't talk about it, I had to learn to become very socially correct. And so I've had to really learn to, deal with, okay, I'm seeing, I'll be walking in the mall and I'll see people in what they've been doing, what they've been thinking, what other lifetimes they've had, and seeing it all at one time. So I've had to kind of learn to integrate it. So I learned to spend a lot of quality time by myself and not be lonely, because I would get actually very bored, to be quite frank. I'm lucky as I've gotten older, I've attracted really neat people like all of you into my life that are wonderful. But normal social situations were really quite boring, because most people choose to stay at a very mundane and lie a lot. Oh, I'm fine. How's the weather? How's the kids? Very boring. And you sit there and you go, I really can't have a conversation with you because you're lying. You're not really revealing much of yourself here to work with, So, and then I would go through periods with relationships too where, oh, is this person going to send me flowers? I stopped expecting things. I started to, if Valentine's rolled around and I was by myself, I'd send myself flowers.